This happened in Yerushalmi Shabbos in the article Oz Baradasha when Daf Nun Aleph Amrav at the 2 dots, which is 3, 6, 8 lines down. Tam and Tninan, which in the Vilna is on Mem Aleph Amr Aleph, and it is the second to last line. Tam and Tninan, we went over there. Amr Rabbi Kiva, Sha'ati Yosef Belezer, Aser Belezer, Osem Lochos Harbe, Beleb Shabbos Harbe. Some of you, of course, is Mesachos Krisus, Tina, Tama. Amr Rabbi Kiva, Sha'ati Yosef Rabbi Lezer, Aser Belezer, Osem Lochos Harbe, Shabbos Harbe. So he does many Malachos, many Shabbos. No, Ein Malacha Achas, but they're all Tolados of one of. Belim Achas, and he didn't realize there was Shabbos in between. Mau, what's the status? Chayab achas akulam, he's chayab one carbon on everything altogether. Or achas kol achas b'achas, he's chayab carbon on each and every one of the malachas he did, or each and every one of Shabbos he did. So the Gemara says, Amar li chayab kol achas b'achas mikay v'chomer. He said he's chayab on each and every one on account of a kav v'chomer. What's the kav v'chomer? Uma im nida she'en b'totzos harbe v'chatos harbe. A nida, where there are not many types of malachos. There's only one prohibition, is biasura, right? Shein l'tos harbe, v'chatos harbe, and there isn't the way of getting many chatos for the same maisa, one chatos, as opposed by Shabbos who are doing the same malacha. With the same activity, several malachas and chayav, several chatos. Nevertheless, chayav each and every woman with whom you have relations, who's a nida, you're chayav on having a carbon on each one. The same woman herself. If you're baleh chazer baleh, you're chayav for each and every bit you have. Shabbos, sheish b'tos harbe, Shabbos b'tos harbe, Shabbos which has many activities which are also chatos harbe can be chayv many chatos in the same activity. And then shechayv kol achas v'achas is not a din that you're chayv on each and every one. Okay, we still know each and every one means whether it's every malacha or every Shabbos, but there's still more than one carbon. Okay, so the amarti laws I said in not necessarily lo amarta benida. There by nida there are sheish b'shtei azoros. There are two azharos. Shehu muzar ala nida, v'anida muzar asalav. Takes the two to be over the of nida, him and her. So therefore, perhaps they're describing each every one because there are the two at least two people doing Yisurim, at least two Yisurim to begin with. Suppose the Shabbos there was only one warning. It's only on him. This is one gavra, and he did all the machas. So therefore, maybe there's no way to make additional isurim here. But I need to anyway to two isurim for him and for her. Each one would be a chata, so maybe we can add on more prohibitions. But here, maybe we have one solid unitary isur of Shabbos. So. He said, it's not always by nida. You don't have necessarily distinctions like that because one of the nida is a ketana, right? The ketana is not shaykh to azhara. She's not chayav mitzvahs, right? So she'emem el azharachas. He's the only one who's chayav. He's chayav for each and every bia has, which with the ketana, which each and every ketana, which each and every bia with that ketana. Amartila says to him, Rabbi Kiva says back there was a loy mind of ketanos. Shabbos emem achshav. It's true. There's only one prohibition now because she's not prohibited right now because she's under bas mitzvah. But yesh melachas man. After time in the future, she's going to be shaykh to azara. So maybe that's why she's mechulekas. Maybe that's why the addition that since there's the potential for more isurim, so therefore we can bring be mechayv more chatos. But by Shabbos, perhaps there's only again one individual here, and perhaps only one isur, the isur of Shabbos. So Tom Shabbos ein bo yesh ben la Tom Shabbos ein bo el echad lo achshav lo chazman. Amalei said no. Still, Rabbi Eliezer says back to him, so there's relations with an animal. The animal's never going to have an Isser. Not now, not ever, right? I said, an animal is like Shabbos. Good point. And there's a nice idea here in the Carbonata, which we should mention. He says, since they can't be done b'bas achas, so therefore each every bios to by Shabbos. Either at least each and every Shabbos, it would seem, since you can't be married to Shabbos, so therefore you be chayiv on each and every Shabbos separately. Okay, so now the Gemara analyzes what's going on here in this discussion here. Rabbi Zira, Rabbi Shem, Rabbi Chisda, Rabbi Ila, B'Shem, B'Shem, Ben Lakish, Tren, Omrin, they both said, B'Zadon Shabbos, V'Shigagas, Melachos, Shalo. He took a case where the question was the person who knew it was Shabbos, but he forgot that the Melachos were Aser. So again, I like the way Carbonata puts it, because I see the Carbonata. He says, we see also in this case, each and every Malacha is independent. Ultimately, would mean the chiluk malachos. I even forgot both about Shabbos and malachos. But since when you were deliberate about Shabbos, knew what Shabbos with regards to malachos, you only have one on all of them. So the Gemara says B'dah Tinan and the Reb Chaim Kanievsky says this is not a question but a statement. B'dot ninon melachos harbe. That's why it says melachos harbe. Why? Because lo Shabbos is chayv. He's not being chayv under Shabbos. He's a chayv melachos. That's why Rabbi Akiva's question was the question. He said lo is melachos harbe Shabbos harbe. The premises was on the tolodos. He's a chayv. It should be toloda or not, and the answer was yes. Because that's why he said melachos harbe, because he's not asking the Shabbos, he's asking Melachos. Rava no, he said b'shigas Shabbos is other Melachos shalom. He asked the exact opposite. He forgot it was Shabbos, but he knew Melachos were also. And b'dot ninon, and that's why it says, according to this opinion, Shabbos is harbe. It says many Shabbos. In other words, the question is, the many Shabbos, are they separate or not Shabbos? Because La Malachos Mischayv. He's not asking about the Chiyuv of Malachos, he's asking about the Chiyuv of Shabbos themselves. Okay, so here now we have again Yerushalmi Ha, which is similar to a Gufa, or a Hine, as the article likes to translate. Ha, Rabbi Zira Shem Rabbi Chisda Rabbi Ila, Rabbi Shem Lakish, Tavein Omin, which he said the first opinion, Zadon Shabbos Shilas Malachos Shalom. So that was the question. Hodele, the Carbonate changed the gears here too. Oh, lo Hodele. In other words, did Rabbi Akiva concede the point of Rabbi Eliezer at the end, or not concede the point of Rabbi Eliezer at the end? Sounds like he conceded the point, but did he actually or not? Min the Ma'ad the Mar Rabbi Shmuel be'Avo b'Shem Rabbi Yosef Rechanina Kol Hada Hilchasa Rabbi Eliezer. So the Carbonata brings down here. We had this previously, but Carbonata repeats it. The Reish Prayer Klal Gadol or ask Rabbi Eliezer. Arbon and Rabbi Akiva serving the Kula Eino Chayiv Ela Achas. They only chayiv one. Shema Mina do Lo Hodele. It must be they didn't concede the point to him. In other words, our Mishnah is going to assumption that if you got Shabbos, no matter how many Shabbos pass, you only chayiv one. And it says that that's going to make sorry. Our Mishnah is our Mishnah holds you chayiv multiple. That's a Rabbi Eliezer. Sorry. Rabbi Akiva only chayiv one, so it must be that Rabbi Akiva did not concede the point. Now the Korban changed the next couple lines of Gemara and make it symmetrical with the previous point, and let's read it inside. In front of the Korban, Rabbi Baba B'Shem Rabbi Chia Amar Baba B'Shem what was it? Rabbi Baba B'Shem Chisda. Rabbi Shem of Chisda, I'm saying the word Rabba, but it's Rabbi Ba. Rabbi Shem of Chisda, Amar Shiga Shabbos the Melacha Shalo. Hold it the whole day. You can see the point, not can see the point. Mean the Mad, Rabbi Shimon, Rabbi Ba, Shem, Rabbi Yosef, Rechina, called the Echos, the Rabbi Lezer, Makabana, Yochai, Bel Achas. Adam Rad Lo Idlei, so he didn't concede the point according to them either. Okay, so Rabbi Kiva not concede the point. I should read the Korban inside. Rabbi Bushu, Rabbi Ba, Nami, Boy, the Rabbi also questions, Im Hoy Reki, Kiva, Rabbi Lezer. Lives had Sharmin, you could see the point after you heard of him. Oh, low. And he resolves that did not see the point. Our Mishnah is referring also to Shiga Shabbos, if you have a Shabbos, and Zor Melachos. I feel like coming to Rabboni Yechayev Elachas. And nevertheless, that's called Rabboni Yechayev 1. The Shema Mina Lo Hodile. So must you didn't see the point. Okay, so then the Gemara goes on. So now the Korban takes out the next part of the Gemara, Rabbi Zira, Kumi Rabbi Yossi, Masnis, Amar Lo Dele, until the mean Mad Lo Metzle Hadam Lo Hode Leha, and says later on. It's not supposed to be here. We're going to go to the Korban Eda. It's going to cut this out, paste it elsewhere. So we're going to skip down to Rabbi Zira, B'Shem Rav Chisda. There's an article. There's a dot in the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. About 15 lines from the bottom. So it's Hadam Rad Lo they lay ha pir dot ho Rabbi Zira. So the Korban says Hadam Rad Lo they lay ha. That's the end of the part be taken out. And in the Vilna we start 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 13 lines from the bottom of Mem Beis Amrav. So Rabbi Zira Shem Achista Rabbi Shem Rishim Lakish. They have a third sheet on this. Trey and Amin, they both said that B'Zon Shabbos Shigas Malchus. No, actually not a third sheet. Sorry, Trey and Amin B'Zon Shabbos B'Shigas Malachos Shalo. They asked about Zon Shabbos. He knew it was Shabbos. He began to Malachos. Ha B'Shigas Malach B'Shigas Shabbos B'Zon Malachos. But it was he forgot it was Shabbos and knew Malachos also. Rabbi Lezer Yodi Akiva Deina Chayev Elachas. But the implication being that if that's the question, then Rabbi Lezer should be moed Rabbi Akiva that if you forgot about Shabbos, even though you're saying Malachos, you only Chayev 1, right? If you're saying the Machleh is about Zon Shabbos Shigas Malachos, so then in the flip case, it's Shigas Shabbos Zon Malachos should be moed only Chayev Achas. V'yasivnei Rabbi Akiva. So Rabbi Akiva asked, "Hare mei." And they're going to go to the Korban Eis Gersa here again. Hare meiz melacha b'shoyim b'Shabbos. What about where it's not meiz b'Shabbos shoyim melachas, but hare meiz b'melacha b'shoyim? If you're meiz b'melacha and shoyim b'Shabbos, there are many prohibitions. Chatos harbi and many poshachatos. Vad moedeli sheinu chayv elachas. Your moedim means only chayv 1. So if that's the case, why is he asking that? That's the Shakla B'Tai. That would fit in perfectly into the discussion. Mimadelo mosivlei, and going to Korban Milo Yeshiv locates. Since he doesn't tell him that Shema Mina, it must be that Shneim Shoal. Oh, now we have the short shita. He asked on both of them. But Shneim Yeshiv Lezer, and both of them it said the Chayav Glachzachas. Whether it's Zon Shabbos, Shigas Malachos, Shigas Shabbos, Zon Malachos, there are always multiple chiyuvim, and that the Yeshiv is Chayav Glachzachas. But Kiva lo kibel, and Kiva was not makabel. But so Shneim the Eino Chayav Elachas, and he holds by both of them. You only Chayav 1. Whether it's Zon Shabbos, Shigas Malachos, or Shigas Shabbos and Zon Malachos, you only Chayav 1 korban. Rabbi Ba b'Shem Rav Chisda Amar b'Shir Shabbos does Malachos Shalo. This we had before. Shir Shabbos who was Zod Malachos Shalo. That was the question, and it was ha b'Zod Shabbos b'Shigas Malachos. But and this is where we paskin already. By Zon Shabbos, if you knew it was Shabbos and you were showing malachas, Avra Kivi Yed Rabbi Lezer Shu Chayv Kachas Vachas. Okay, even though so Gemara says, that's true. You assume that if that's the case, you assume that Rabbi Lezer. Rabbi Lezer asked Rabbi Akiva. Hare. The Kamei again changes the gears here. Hare Mazid. Not Shogeg, Hare Mazid b'Shabbos, and then Shogeg b'Melachos. Hare, and again it should be Yesh, according to Carbonata. Yesh b'Totzas Harbe, Chatos Harbe. You have Totzas Harbe Vad Modile Shuchav Klachas Vachas. You can see to me the point that where it's Mazid Shabbos and Shogeg Melachos, you're chayev. So how do you differentiate? So you should always be chayev al kolachas bachas. So mimadu lo meisiv le hada. So it says, you know what? Since it does ask a question, amras hiyada hiyada. They really argue by both. Okay, so the next time seems to repeat that, but that's why we'll leave it for tomorrow because it's tomorrow, I believe. Yeah, we're already on noon base of Rav. Stop here.